How to create a drop-down list in Excel. Let's say we have a car garage and we keep an Excel spreadsheet of what cars we've got in, what work they're having done, and whether or not the work has been completed. In this first column, we've got our cars. So we've got 7 cars in at the minute, all having work done. We can create a drop-down list so that we know what each car is in for, and another drop-down list to show whether or not the work has been completed. We can have the list on the same page, so we could list here the work available, like MOTs or services and so on, or we can hide the list in another tab. We'll hide the list in this example, so we'll create a new tab here, and then we'll type in the list of work that we have available. So we've got MOT, service, repair, aircon, and oil change. So that's the list of jobs that we offer. And now we'll go back to our first tab and highlight where we want our drop-down list to be. So let's say that we have 10 to 15 cars in at any one time. So we'll highlight the first 15 cells here and then move to the ribbon at the top of Excel and choose the Data tab here. And now under the Data Tools section, we want to select Data Validation, which is this icon. So if you hover over it, it will come up with the title Data Validation. So when this opens up, it opens under the Settings tab, which is where we want to be. And then under the Allow title here, choose List from this drop-down box, like so. And then click into this Source box here. And this is where we'll highlight our list. So if you put the list on your first page, you can just highlight your list here now. Or if you've hidden it like we have, move to the second tab and highlight the list like so, and then click OK, and that puts the list options into a drop-down box for you. Now let's do one more drop-down list to show whether the work has been completed or not. So we'll move to our second tab again where our first list is, and we'll put 3 more options in here for a second list. So we'll put yes, no, and more to do. So these will be our options under the completed column here. So we'll highlight the same amount of cells as before. So we'll highlight 15 cells because that's how many cars we have at one time. And then we'll move to the ribbon at the top again, make sure that we're under the Data tab here, and then move to Data Tools, and then click Data Validation. And then we'll stay under the Settings tab, choose List from the drop-down options, and then click into the Source box and then highlight your list. So we'll move again to the second tab and then highlight our new list here and click OK. So now that's added our completed options under our completed column. So now when we book cars in, we just have to put which car is in, and then we can choose from these drop-down menus what work they're having done and whether or not it's completed. And there you have some drop-down lists added.